So today we're going to be checking out update 1.9.0 for CarX Street, guys. They released a brand new update involving two new game modes, being the Gymkhana game mode and the open world duels. They also added in 5 new cars: the 7RS, the BZ4, the YRS, the CVL, and the Hot Rod. They also added in some new clubs as well, something having to do with Gymkhana obviously, as well as a mountain Gymkhana as well. So we got a bunch of new stuff added to the game, as well as some optimization, and we finally have the ability to remove tire stickers and customize them, which is pretty cool. They also added new tracks to the Drift King mode, including some community suggested ones, 28 new single races added in Gymkhana mode, 11 new license plates, some turbofan wheels, and some Atasha style liveries. Also, they fixed some bugs and things like that. But without further ado, man, let's get in and play this new update. Now, you guys know I'm a big BMW guy, and while this isn't one of my favorites, I still do appreciate the car, so you know we had to go with the Z4. Now, I can't lie, for the Z4, I did expect there to be a little bit more customization, but I think it's fine. There are cool wide body kits, but I was hoping maybe we'd get some like M Sport bumpers or something, but we do have these 2 wide body kits, which are pretty crazy and race theme, and that's really the only thing I'd use this for anyway. So let's make this thing look like a GT3 car real quick. Oh, there's actually a whole fuel cell in there. That's actually pretty clean. Is that a Coca-Cola turbofan? Yeah, this thing looks awesome. What? I'm liking this thing though. But given the aggressive kind of cut nature of the rear bumper and the kit as a whole, I honestly see a little bit more of a drift car, so we're going to go ahead and tune it as such and then take it into the Gymkhana events, obviously with a little bit of a stickier compound. We got to get some sport gas in here as well, and then we'll be good to go. Oh yeah, this thing's smooth, man. Maybe it's just been a while since I've been on this game, but it feels kind of better. Maybe this car just feels really good? I don't know. The way the car is kind of moving too. I like the way I set it up. It's kind of soft on purpose for that grip, but look at how it launches, man. Launches real hard. Look at that. Digs in. It's nice. Before going and doing the full playlist, I decided to come down and go to the docks and do this Gymkhana event right here. Just a singular event to see how everything works and actually try it out. So let's see how it is. Alrighty, hopping into the first race here. Oh, you got to jump too? Oh, that was close. Oh wait, this is actually kind of cool. Alright, hold up. This is really different. I think they released this on mobile as well, if you guys have played on mobile already. This is pretty sick. Now I wonder if you're just better off building a time attack car, but it's definitely fun to drift around. And I know we're supposed to have Gymkhana events as well in DRO2, so this will be really cool. Basically kind of like a sneak peek to what's probably coming to DRO2. And honestly, I think if you were to grip race this, it probably wouldn't go as well as drifting it. Now, probably here, ooh, those slaloms are a little rough. Ooh. Yo, this is actually kind of tight. Wait. Not that I expected it to not be cool, but this is actually... Oh! Actually pretty sick. Come on. Is this almost it? Okay, we're jumping again. Oh! That was second. Second? What do you mean I finished second? Wait, what? Oh, we're gonna have to step up the grip even more. Okay, I'm gonna try racing tires then. This is actually way harder than I thought. We gotta lock in for this one, boys. Now, as you guys can see, by the time I finally got my best run, it was already nighttime, and I still had yet to get sport gas, so it's probably the reason why I ended up getting second again. This is way more difficult than I thought. Obviously, pretty much being shown by me taking a full day cycle to even get this completed into something I was kind of happy with. I thought this run was really fast. As you see here, we're getting into these little areas and getting out rather quick, and the racing tires have provided me more than enough grip, but I guess I just didn't have the powers. I was able to go back after recording and actually go ahead and get this finally first placed with the actually having to go through all the routes in order to re-unlock this one, and then I also had sport gas on. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking, why are you not using all-wheel drive in Gymkhana? Well, with how the counter steering assist kind of works in this game, it really feels rather terrible. I actually used this super dope GR Yaris here, and it just really didn't feel right, man. I had it all-wheel drive. If you want to step up to a racing tire, you need a lot of power to get that thing spinning, and it really isn't in C6 anymore. But it just doesn't hit the same way as rear-wheel drive, and rear-wheel drive with racing tires is actually faster than actually using all-wheel drive on Sport Plus, so I thought it felt a little bit better, especially for this kind of event. Not to mention how impossible tight corners feel if they're consistently back-to-back in an all-wheel drive car, because to keep these tires spinning, you have to constantly clutch kick, and for some reason with the counter steer assist and the way all-wheel drive works, it really tries really hard to straighten you out, like every time. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming, where we're going to finish up this route and still come up short, when I thought I had done a pretty good job on this one. There's no way that that's finished second. I think this just might be bugs. There's no way. That was the perfect run. I've gone through almost a day cycle trying to do this thing. This is not, that can't be real. Maybe it's because I didn't have sport gas. Hold up. I just simply do not believe that it's that hard, because that was really hard. Now, this next route here is probably one of my favorites. It's a lot of fun, although the jumps, as with a lot of these routes, really kind of ruin the experience. The jumps don't feel good, as kind of the jump physics in this game are a little flawed. As a matter of fact, there's one Gymkhana route that I'll show you guys here in a moment after we go over this route that you literally can't complete, because you can't complete the jump and do the route clean. It's just literally not possible. Yeah, they got to work on these jumping physics if they want us to jump, you know. I'm sorry, but these jumps are not... You need to work on the jumping if you want me to jump my car. Hold it, wait. Now, while the jumps did provide a pretty difficult challenge, they would be nothing in comparison to fitting my wide-body Z4 through this tiny little gap, as you can see by how many times I had to try. I missed the checkpoint! No, and I did that perfectly! Nope, I'm backing up and going through this. I don't care. No! There's no way! Like, this is that part is almost impossible. That part might be impossible, or at least I thought, until the very next run I did this. This is crazy. Oh, I did it! Oh my god! Oh, I did it! I did it! That was insane. Okay, alright, we beat it by 4 seconds. Now we're moving. Okay, that was a little bit ridiculous. 2,500. You mother. Now, when we're speaking of impossible, though, this run might be up there. I think this route is close to, if not actually, impossible. As you see, there's a jump here, and in order to clear this jump, you have to have a certain amount of speed and hit the right angle, and there's obstacles literally everywhere. You have to go in between the cones and the gate to avoid getting a 2-second penalty, which will further make it harder to get first place. On top of that, if you go too fast, you overshoot it and hit a curb, getting you a 2-second penalty, or just overshooting the gap in general, missing any possibility of hitting a checkpoint and ruining your time. Also, on top of that, if you were to hit this properly, you have to drift sideways, which would cause you to bottom out and also get a penalty. And that is almost impossible as well. As you'll see here when we go and overshoot this gap by getting enough speed to actually clear it, I think this route needs to be reworked or assessed, at least maybe even partially. I don't know if they even tested some of these routes, because this happens every now and then as well, but overall, I think the Gymkhana mode is awesome, just needs some finishing touches, and maybe a PTR test would have helped. Now this thing is clean. I don't even think I'm going to do much to this. I'm probably just going to change the color, give it some power, and send it, because these wheels are clean on this too. I really like the way this is set up, man. This is real slick. Now lastly but not least, we're going to cruise around in this RS7 here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to look for some races on the highway with high traffic on, of course. And I did have to swap the RS6 motor into this thing because it just sounds so much better, as you guys can take a listen here. Let me turn this thing up a decent amount, and as you can see, there is a ton of traffic, so we're going to hop on the highway and we're going to get some hopefully good races in. And I wonder if it'll stay on the highway, as the other race seemed to stay relatively near where we were. We're going to flip this around real quick, very dangerously, as one does, and we're going to look for a race. This thing feels really nimble, which I didn't expect for such a big car and all-wheel drive. It feels really... Ooh, there we go. Ha! It's almost like Destiny. It's another Audi. Look at that. This thing feels really nimble, though. Look at that brake glow. It's pretty sick. We're going to have to try in the next race to see how high we can raise the bet. And yep, we're staying on the highway. Okay, he's fast. Wait. That's pretty cool. Oh, no way! No! Oh, no. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him. Oh, seems to have crashed out up there a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Where are you going, buddy? Oh. Oh! 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 Oh. You guys are probably wondering if there's a way to do this, by the way, with other racers, like online. And this has actually been something that's been in-game since launch. So you just pull up your little radial menu, and then you can challenge another player. And that's already been in the game, so this is something you can also do in multiplayer, just to be fair. I feel like we should head back the other way and look for a driver going the opposite way. See if we can find somebody to race against. I'll also get some no-hezzy practice in, because that was sloppy. I hit everything there. All these German cars on the highway just almost makes sense.
Hey, there's a nice race nearby. Want to check you out?
Oh, wait, what? You can pink slip the NPC? No way. Wait, that's kind of crazy.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, what? Oh, this is a farm. He's crazy. He's going into oncoming traffic. He's insane. Oh! Oh no! Am I gonna land it? Oh! I landed it! Oh! Oh my god! Wait! Oh, that was actually kind of crazy. Oh my god, he's catching up. Wait, he's gaining. This is not good. Sir, you cannot have my car. No. I'm so locked in right now. I don't even want to talk about it. I could not lose my car to an NPC. That would have been embarrassing. Oh. I'm very impressed by how good this thing feels, too. I just want to say that again. And over the finish. Very nice. Results? Do we actually... Oh, we got his car! No way! Look at that! That's sick! And then we can just go and race other NPCs with his car. Whoa! That's really cool, man. I think that's insane, actually. Wow. So all in all, man, I really have to say I think this is a W update. This car feels nice, it looks cool, and it's the same level-ish that I was in. So if you guys want to get more CS Plus cars, you guys can actually pink slip the NPCs. And I pink slipped a little bit later for this Mustang against the NPC, as you see here, and when I won the race, it actually had prototype parts on it. So this is an even easier way to acquire some prototype parts, but you just might lose your ride. Without further ado, man, that's been all for today. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, checking out another update from CarX Technologies on CarX Street. They did a great job with this one. I think the Gymkhana could use a little bit of work, but I really like the concept and can't wait to try it out in DRO2 as well. Hopefully coming soon. I see you guys in the next one. It's been MxgicIQ and I'm out. Peace.